Fox Sports 910, Benjamin Garcia filling in for Jody Ayler today on The Drive. Appreciate you making us a part of your day, however you're listening, however you're following the show, the free iHeartRadio app on AM 910 AM or crystal clear on FM 99.9 HD3. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. If you want to follow me on all social media platforms, you can do so as well by following me at Ben Garcia Show, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. Follow me on any social media platform. Yeah, we're kind of sifting through some of the news that has happened over the past 24 hours in the NFL. A lot of national stories going on today, and the biggest one potentially comes out of Dallas. The CeeDee Lamb, that kerfuffle, that saga between the Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb are done. That deal is done. $34 million a year, well-deserved for a guy in CeeDee Lamb, absolutely. But now you start to have the development with the quarterback situation. This will be the final year of Dak Prescott in Big D. This will be the final year of Dak Prescott as a member of the Dallas Cowboys. It is so crazy to me that Stephen Jones or someone doesn't pull Jerry Jones aside, a close friend, a family member, and says, dude, stop with the interviews. You think you love to hear yourself talk more than anyone else. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there is a stalemate between the Cowboys and Dak Prescott and a possible contract extension. Dak has basically said, it says a lot if they give me one, it says a lot if they don't give me one. And Jerry Jones basically said yesterday, you could easily say, if you haven't seen it by now, you haven't seen it on what else he needs to see to give Dak Prescott an extension. And Dak Prescott heard that. This is the greatest Dak Prescott quote of all time. I stopped, honestly, listening to things Jerry Jones says to the media a long time ago. It doesn't really hold weight with me. Slow clap for Dak Prescott for quote of the year. Basically saying, run your mouth, old man. No one's listening. The only person that likes to hear Jerry Jones talk is Jerry Jones, and of course the media members that need a story to write. This is horrible management from Jerry Jones. It's why yesterday when I made my projections on who will win the NFC East, I went with the Dallas Cowboys. They just are steady Eddie in that division. It's not a team that I'm picking to win any playoff games this year. They're just lacking a lot of other talent, I believe. Running back position isn't great. I like Jake Ferguson. I like CeeDee Lamb. Outside of that, what do they got? It's not a lot. Defense, they lost Stephon Gilmore. Trayvon Diggs is coming back from a torn ACL. We'll see with the Dallas Cowboys what exactly they're going to be. But to say at this point, you could easily say if you haven't seen it by now, you haven't seen it to give Dak Prescott an extension. Listen, I am not advocating, because I think this is insanity, that Dak Prescott is an elite level quarterback. Do I think at times he can be elite? Yes. We've seen it at home, and we've seen it against subpar teams. He does capitalize, and he wins a lot of games. But in the granular scale, Dak Prescott is a fringe top 10 quarterback. And here's the issue, and why you want to pay Dak Prescott a reasonable contract. We're not talking about $55 million a year Joe Burrow money. That's crazy. And whoever gives Dak Prescott that deserves whatever is coming to them. But not at least talking about as somewhat of an extension for Dak Prescott is crazy. This guy keeps the Dallas Cowboys relevant. All Dak Prescott haters or all Dallas Cowboys fans who don't like Dak Prescott want the guy shooed away, want the guy gone. I can promise you irrelevancy is a lot worse than what you're dealing with right now. Because when you're the Dallas Cowboys, you cannot be irrelevant. You can't be. You are always going to have a microscope under you. You could have me at quarterback. All of the media is going to talk about you. You're America's team, right? You wear that with the badge of honor. Heaviest is the head that wears the crown. The Dallas Cowboys, if they want to stay relevant, will pay Dak Prescott. Because right now they have no succession plan at quarterback. And they're not going to be bad enough to have a draft pick that will allow them to get a new guy in the system. It's why I've been beating this drum for so long for the Cowboys. Draft a quarterback middle of the first round, in the second round, and prepare for the post-Dak Prescott era. Because if you're trying to win a Super Bowl, Dak Prescott is not that guy for you to do so. We've seen it in the playoffs. He's a different player in the playoffs. He's Joel Embiid. Great in the regular season, not so great in the postseason. So I've said, start to develop someone, because you can't be irrelevant if you're the Dallas Cowboys. You can be if you're the Cardinals. You can be if you're the Raiders. You can be if you're the Falcons. You can be if you're the Browns. No one will really care. The Dallas Cowboys will always have a microscope under them. And they have prepared for this tragedy that will be this Dak Prescott contract. Will they or won't they? And it is going to bite them in the you-know-what at the end of the day. Because they have handled this and they have managed this exceedingly poorly. And that's how I feel about the Dallas Cowboys. Look at me, a rare Dak Prescott defense on the show.